All right, moving on to the next paper of the day. Let's look at the Vanguard newspaper. The headline reads, Customers' deposits in bank rise 56.6% to 75.7 trillion naira. Details of this story is found on page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. Supreme Court to hear Atiku, Obi's case against Tinubu next Monday. Details of the story is found on page 33 of the Vanguard newspaper. 2023 polls. Tribunal's dismissal of 712 petitions. Withdrawal of 179 validates our conduct, says INEC. Details is found on page 9. Tinubu orders mourn as ex-DG budget officer Bode Augustus dies at 68. Details is found on page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. And we see on the main headline here, it reads, Federal government, Labour's deal under threat. Nigerian Labour Congress accuses Lalong of violation. Still on this Labour Congress and federal government challenge that's still lingering about. I thought they've come to an agreement of an amount to be paid as minimum wage.
Right now they are kind of breaching the agreement.
Okay.
You understand? Because judging from what the Labour Congress chairman said, he said that Lalong, that they have been trying to get hold to him, but he has not been picking up. Even his aide,
Not picking up his call.
Exactly. So even his aide said that once they're able to get hold of him, that they will inform him and all that. And to think that they wanted to go on strike on 3rd of October this month, but they are being stopped on 2nd. After the agreement, they reached the reward, the everything. They said that they are going to keep their own part of the bargain. But still, what happened? It's already 2 weeks and some days after the agreement, and nothing has happened.
And they have less
already
than 2
giving
weeks
them
again.
30 days to at least start with whatever
What
they
they
are
agreed.
doing. But nothing, none of
No move
the
whatsoever.
agreement has been done. Nothing. And now the NLC are saying that they are threatening to go on that strike. You understand? And this one indefinite strike. And I'm asking, this is not the first time the government are kind of tossing them around.
Exactly.
To me, I feel the government is kind of buying time.
Buying time.
You
exactly.
understand? I don't know why a government that claims to put the interests of the citizens at heart and also as their paramount, only for them to be doing all these things.
Because which solid reason?
This Labour Congress that are doing, this thing that they are clamoring for, is something that every that Nigerians are entitled to.
Exactly.
How can the economy be going bad and you're still maintaining the pay?
The pay that
It's
you've been paying for how long?
That's to me is wickedness. No way you carry knife and slash a person's throat or something that you call it wickedness. But to me, this is inhuman, because these people, you forgetting that these people have family and their families also depend on this small tiny 30,000 they are earning. And to think that most of these people in power, most of them, they are earning millions plus the bribery and all that they are collecting.
Exactly.
You understand? That's why, you know, one thing, they say once something is not affecting you, they don't care. You understand? Assuming all these things are affecting them, it will be much better. But once anything happens, they can just fly out of the country and leaving us, the poor masses, to be suffering it.
Exactly, because I was thinking, what would be a valid reason for not taking their calls? Okay, let's say you are busy when they were calling and not returning the call.
Not just about the calls. What they meant to, assuming they have the interest.
The implementation could have started from
exactly immediately.
when,
as soon as they are done with whatever
the agreement
they meant to start.
Give orders, let the implementation start.
Because I can remember on 2nd of October, that has been on Monday, and on Tuesday they were meant to go on indefinite strike. Why didn't they started implementing the agreements and all that? The promise that they're not going to breach any agreement, that they're going to keep their own part of the bargain. But look at what's happening. Even when I was reading it, I even came on. I also analyzed it, and I was saying then that this agreement they did is an avenue of buying time.
You said it.
You understand? it is more possible. The government, the Nigerian government that I have known, because you know one thing, if you want to look at what is happening in Nigeria, you need to go to the historical part. And history has taught us how to look at the past before knowing what to do in the future and all that, or understanding why this is being done in the future. You don't tell me that these people, they've been, since this year, they've been clamoring for increment, pension pay.
And this is something that
pension,
that everybody, all Nigerians are entitled to, because it is something that will benefit everybody, not just the Labour Congress Union.
not just it. How can you pay if not just it, if they increase, first of all, if they increase the minimum wage, it will force the private sectors to also
Increase theirs.
because these people, as the economy is increasing, they're also increasing their products
And the price.
and the prices,
Their
you understand?
products
And they're
also.
generating more money. Then what
Exactly.
about the workforce? These people that labor from morning to night and all that, and still pay with little or no pay. You understand? Secondly, if they implement this, the pensioners, the people that has worked for the government, they have worked for the government their entire life without having any place to, any business to rely on during their old age and all that. Only for them to, and most of them are also they are depending on that pension. Only for them to be delaying their pension, to be delayed and all that. Not even, no increment since I can't remember the last time they even increased their pension. You understand? So all these things, and most of these people, they don't have kids. They don't have kids that at least that will be paying them monthly. You understand? And most of these their kids are also depending on the pension.
Exactly.
Then why the delay? Why the delay? Why are they purposely suffering the old ones?
When you know they are dependent on that exact
And these
pension
are the people that work their ass off. They work their life
during their
during
youthful
their
ages,
old- exactly.
knowing fully well that they are supposed to enjoy their pension
Because
later
of the
on.
love they have for their own country. You understand? So imagine how would this encourage Nigerians youth that are coming up, the ones that are looking up to the older ones. How would this encourage them to even be working? Because most of them will be like, they don't even pay pension, they delay their pension, they don't increase it and all that. Please, I need to have my own business. You understand? And imagine you are having your own private business and you also depending, and you're also working for the government. You won't devote much time in the government's work. That's why
Exactly.
most times, see, when you go to all these government parastatals, when you enter that place, most of them, they come to work by 12.
Come by 12
By
and leave
one,
by 2.
my dear. So
Even when you try to talk them about it, they will start getting angry unnecessarily.
because they know, you don't tell me when you are paying your worker very well. They will be working with joy because you know that they are being paid well. At least they will be eating well. If they want to travel, they will travel. Imagine Nigeria. Have you ever? I can't remember the last time somebody said they are traveling for vacation and all that. I don't know.
It's hard to hear
It's
that.
hard. A person, someone that earns
In naira.
salary self, and also there's something. All this hype MC. They'll be like, they know they use salary. They do this.
Exactly.
So all
salary
this-
that, salary that is not up to keep sustaining your needs for a whole month.
Talk more of who got that shit salary, who got that shit vacation. So to me, I feel that these people, as they are working their self off and all that, they should at least be compensated. And if they are doing it, it will also encourage the young ones to focus more, at least.
Exactly.
Because they won't be if the government workers are being paid well, most of them they'll be coming to work every day now.
Consistently.
But now, most of them, they have their own private business they are doing. So then coming to that place.
Exactly. There was a time I went to an office and the woman was peeling egusi. Like, okay, this is what I sell aside coming to the office and all that.
She even had the
Yes,
moral to even
yes,
bring it
she would even bring it. And when you see that some persons,
Yes,
she'd be like,
that.
wait for me. While you are waiting, I will stamp your documents, be peeling egusi for me.
Can you imagine?
Okay. Then in school,
turn you into a-
exactly. Then in school, in our admin block, one woman was even when we're doing clearance, one woman was selling honey. For you to do your clearance, you have to
Oh my
patronize
God.
her. She would talk you. She would first talk you into it peacefully, calmly. Buy honey. You go need them. It's good for the healthy to make your life and your relationship sweet. When you say, "Mommy, I no get money," she would be like, "I no get strength to do this thing for you." Then you are left with no
Something
option.
that they are being paid
Exactly.
for. Paid for. And I remember when I was doing my clearance in school, if you don't bring money,
Exactly.
you've not started.
Everybody is just used to it that if you get to this table, you have to tip them, which is not even part of what they are expected to do. Okay, let's deviate a little bit. A quick question. Do you think that, okay, let's say we don't pray that the government continues this way. We pray that the government gives ear and implements this thing before the deadline that Nigerian Labour Congress gives. But do you think that if the government eventually doesn't respond to them, do you think the Nigerian Labour Congress will embark on an indefinite strike? Knowing how the economy is and how everything is affecting everybody.
They have no option than to do that because for sometimes they've been kind of going front and back.
Exactly. That is the reason why I asked.
With the whole strike. And to some extent, as a human, I understand them. Yeah, I know that most of them, some of them in that power, they must have been paid to kind of agitate.
Yes. There would have been a division amongst them.
Exactly. But to some... These are my thoughts. So a second thought, I feel that they are doing it because once they go on strike, a lot of things will be affected, both the health sectors. You understand? And these people, imagine there's an accident and they've been admitted only for them to tell you that the doctors are on strike or the midwife are on strike and all that. You understand? Exactly. So a lot of things, even transportation system will also be affected. So I feel they are kind of being considerate too. You understand? Judging to the fact that if they should go on strike, this is what will happen. And on another thought, I'm thinking that maybe if they should go on strike, the government won't really take them serious.
Exactly.
And maybe forget about them.
And then if they go for the strike for long, they might now end up they don't dull.
They don't dull. Like they don't even care whether
once they tell you once, twice, thrice,
sharp
into the strike.
The day, I can remember as of 2000 after the corona. Okay,
it was 2020.
2020.
The strike started as a warning first.
We went
from
to
there
2-week strike. From there, 8 months.
A full-fledged strike.
And
that if somebody got pregnant and then or got married, you would have had a child after the strike.
Can you imagine? So now those things that they are doing, I know they are affecting the kids and all that, but the future of the kids, but they're also trying to tell this government that
our yes is our yes, and our no is our no.
And the government take them serious because of it. They don't take nonsense.
And then I remember when they were meeting, when they were having those meetings around, I think September, October time. After the meeting, they would say it came out as a deadlock. The government would say we would do so thing. They would say it came out as a deadlock. Later, they would tell the government to implement it first before we agree.
I'm saying that I don't know whether they are making they are kind of manipulating this
Labour Congress.
Because I don't understand how they will come out. They will want to go on indefinite strike. The government, I don't know how the government normally press them or cajole them. Then they will calm down. They will come back and say, okay, let's leave
for a while and then go into indoor meetings.
From then, as the last one they did, they actually said that the thing was successful. You understand?
Exactly.
They actually say it was successful.
So now this one now is obviously the fault of the government. It's from the government not meeting their own end.
It's from the government. It has always been from the government. And I don't know why they are still wasting time in things that are meant to be given to Nigerian citizens freely. That's our entitlement.
And the majority of Nigerians are civil servants. Exactly. Majority of Nigerians in different sectors.
And with this increment, imagine being a civil servant and you send your daughter to school for him or her to come out to say, please, Father, Dad, I'm not going back. There's no money. They want us to pay school fees.
And most schools have even increased their school fees.
You understand? Where would these parents get the money from? It's really annoying. Please, government, whatever you are doing, we are begging. Heed to the demand of this as
exactly.
NLC.
Exactly.
It's very important because that's why most of these politicians, they don't like to be admitted in Nigerian hospitals because they feel that because
of their evil deeds, they might. Someone said politicians don't go to Nigerian hospitals because they know that maybe they've one way or the other offended this nurse or doctor. They might just inject them something that will kill them or strangle them to death.
How would it be perfect?
They know that the facilities are not
imagine
up to standard.
completing 2 semesters, 2 sections
in 1 year.
In 4
And
years.
there's
It's not
a
1 year,
and,
in 8 months.
and there's a high record that from a span of last year to this year that many qualified doctors have traveled abroad to seek job there.
Exactly, because that's it. Because and even if you go there, sir, you have to increase your education level.
Exactly.
You need to further because what
still
most of them
advance
do is all these caretaker,
caregivers and
but they give
auxiliary
them,
nurses.
exactly, but they still pay them more than the professionals here.
Exactly.
You see,
All right, to move away from that story and go for a very quick break. When we come back, we'll do the last headline of the day.
Children's Studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Tharv Media give life to your dreams. Tharv Media, a slice of infotainment.